Welcome to class 6 of my deep dive into intuition and dream work. So last time we talked about how important it was to listen to our bodies when tuning into our intuition. Today we're going to go a step deeper. So if we're in a fear state, if we are in a place of triggered nervous system, it's really hard to listen to our intuition. So those clear messages from our highest self come through the best when we are feeling safe and when we are feeling really in a state of self-love, when we are willing to care for ourselves, when we can do things that increase our body's pleasure and feeling of openness. So living our lives in a state of working hard and being a martyr to our jobs and our families, etc., is not really a conducive place to being able to listen to our intuition. Often what comes through when we are emotionally triggered is our fear voice, so the voice of our ego. Now, our fear voice doesn't like change. Our fear voice wants to keep everything the same. Because if we're actually in a dangerous place, changing our lives and moving things around is actually not a good strategy. However, most of us are often triggered in times where we really should, for our best interests, change things, change our perspectives, and make tough decisions. But if we don't feel safe enough to do that, then it'll never happen. And that's actually not in our best interest. So this is a practice that takes a little bit of time, right? Reprogramming ourselves to put ourselves first. Reprogramming ourselves to prioritize our comfort, our ease, and the gentleness in the way that we treat ourselves. And these programs to push ourselves and to deny ourselves our needs, they're really old, but they're not needed anymore. And as our best adult selves, we can let them go so that our intuition can shine through. One of my favorite ways to come back into a regulated nervous system place is to go out in nature by myself, no cell phone. And what I find when I'm in those states is that the intuitive messages come through like a fire hose. So this can be a great doorway into getting in touch with our intuition. If you want to learn more about an intuition class that I'm going to start teaching on February 17th, pairing intuition and dream work, please check the link in my bio. And I hope you'll join me because I think we're going to have a really amazing and transformative time.